A brand is the collective thoughts of people. It's what they say about a particular product or service. So a successful brand knows what it is. It knows exactly what it is or it wants to be. So it has its, what I would call its idea. It's what it's very good at. And then it basically sets its idea and builds a foundation, a strategy around it. And then ultimately it delivers that strategy out to the customer, its consumer, its guest. And then what it does is it monitors those experiences to make sure that indeed it's achieving what it thought it was going to achieve. If it's a product, does the particular product achieve what it expected to achieve? What does the consumer say about it? And then it evolves itself over time by gathering those consumer thoughts, gathering that consumer feedback, and always challenging itself to become better. On a startup brand, it needs to have a niche. It can't be everything to everyone. So whenever you're looking at a business, you always say, tell me, if you're going to talk to someone or you're going to build something, what is special about that product or service that differentiates it from everything else? Then you take that particular element of that product or service and you work and build a foundation around it. It really is your secret sauce. Brands have to understand that status quo is never good. Even great brands have sometimes gone to status quo. So evolution is really, really important in brands. Brands have to evolve to consumer tastes, preferences, changes in the environment, etc. Great brands always don't rely on what they did in the past. They rely on anticipate what might happen in the future. And then they evolve themselves around their environment. So I think that's really important. So the Pantry brand is a 35-year-old brand that was basically one of the first brands in sit-down breakfast in the lower mainland of British Columbia. We bought the brand 2 years ago. The brand was very tired and needed to be overhauled. So what we did with the Pantry is we brought in what we believe is a new image for it, and it's called Home Fresh. It's home-style cooking in a very, very warm environment, and where we take that home-style cooking and offer it to you in our restaurant in a sit-down environment. So we've updated the whole entire look of the signage, we've updated the entire look of the restaurant, we've updated the entire menu, but kept it with very wholesome, hearty food at a very reasonable price. We believe the Pantry has a lot of opportunity to be a very flexible concept in the family segment throughout Western Canada initially. A lot of our locations today are in hotel properties where they become the branded restaurant of choice for hotels. So that's certainly an opportunity. But we also have a great opportunity in being in smaller towns and in larger towns, but we're going to probably be in suburbs. The Pantry is a concept that does very well in terms of having its flexibility of its footprint. It's a very small size kind of restaurant, 3,500 square feet. You can go to a lot of different retail sites, but works very well in a community that is very family oriented and very much about eating good food at a very good value.